Quoting Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans. I get today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Saint Seiya Tenkai-Hen, aka Saint Seiya Heaven's Arc Chapter 6. But before we get into the final live reaction for this prologue, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. If you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable little Bubba Kitty somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitties, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon, where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botch localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 Patreon member, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked spring anime season coming to a close, in which we're covering Marriage Toxin, Witch Hat Atelier, Black Cat in the Witch's Classroom, Yomi no Sugai, Mary Mashita Aruma-kun, Kari Manashi, and Digimon Beat Break. There's even more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, because this is the final chapter of at least this prologue, and we do have confirmation that this, that the main portion of this arc is going to start in winter, sometime in winter. How I'm going to do this is we're not going to do a recap. We're just going to go straight into this chapter. And then after we're done covering this chapter, what I'm going to do is we're going to give our thoughts on this chapter. Obviously, this chapter as, like, you know, the conclusion of this prologue, and kind of what we kind of maybe even wanted to see a little bit more of in this prologue. And especially in terms of this prologue as a whole. What we are looking forward to in the, you know, the main portion of this arc when it comes. But anyways, let's get into this chapter and see how this prologue is going to end. And also, please bear with me, because this is a little bit of an experiment that I'm dealing with this manga translation Chrome extension. So if things are wrong, that's probably going to be why. So this chapter is titled The Legend of Elysion. The evil god Kur herself tries to bury Athena? Ooh, I hardly believe this is the same goddess Athena who defeated Poseidon and Lord Hades. Nothing more than a mere girl now, like twisting, it's like twisting a baby's arm. But this nobility, this dignity that keeps all at bay, as expected, she has not lost her bearing as a goddess. If she finally awakens as Athena, she will become impossible to handle. I should take her life here and now. Oh, here she goes. Ooh, who goes there? What the hell are you? Alright, so now we're getting back to Shun. Grandpa, I'm home now. Oh, Shun-kun, you worked hard selling flowers again today. How are you feeling? Feeling very well today. That's good to hear. I'll prepare your medicine now. Phew, the herbs that Shun-kun picked for me in Elysium work really well. I'm glad to hear that. The flowers and plants blooming over there here have wonderful medicinal properties, you know. That's right, they're not just beautiful. They're effective for dyes and even for treating wounds and illnesses. But then, why don't the villagers pick them themselves? Even though there are so many blooming over there, they don't have to buy them from me. They can't pick them. They say that Elysion's garden was located on the outskirts of a town called Ventasio many hundreds of years ago, many hearts away from Rio Village. As if in response, the flowers of Elysion withered and the whole area turned into a barren wasteland. You guys behave. It says here, you guys behave yourselves properly. There was once a young art student who would always come here seeking dyes, but then one day he suddenly disappeared, or he suddenly vanished. Yeah. there was a girl who picked a single flower left in that wasteland. That flower carried by the wind from the girl's hand to this village to Rio Village crossed 200 years of time, and according to legend became that vast Elysion. Yeah. This sounds very familiar, doesn't it, Next Dimension readers? Yep. I gotta wonder if, in terms of the girl, is he talking about Sasha? We know who he's talking about in terms of the artist. We definitely know who he's talking about in terms of the artist, obviously. But I gotta wonder if he's talking about Sasha in terms of the girl. Since then it was said that those plants brought various effects to the villagers. So this villager scrambled to pick them, but all who picked them fell ill and died. The villagers feared it as a divine curse, and now no one dares to pick them. The legend of Elysion passed down in Rio Village, but I was surprised when I saw Shunkan standing dazed in the flower fields of Elysion a few weeks ago. Okay, so first off, in Next Dimension, there was the chain of flowers, right? That was used to send them back in time, and so that makes sense to me, like for everything like that. But like, I know there's probably some concerns, because remember, something that happened was when they were sent back, all of their memories were erased. And if Shun was found in the field of Elysion, and remember Shun in the first Saint Seiya was also a vessel for Hades. Yeah, I have a feeling that in the main portion of this arc, I got a feeling we might be seeing that again. And I don't know how people are going to feel about that, but let's see. Let's see where this is going. What are you doing? What are you doing there, young man? Get out of there quickly. It's dangerous to stay there. You'll die. Grandpa? When I realized it back then, I was already standing there without knowing how, having lost all memory of who I was except for my name. I'm grateful that you've let me stay here all this time. Not at all. It's me who should be grateful. You've been selling flowers in my place since I'm sick and bedridden. More than anything, the villagers are happy because they can buy the Elysion flowers you picked at a low price. But how curious that you could pick the flowers of Elysion without suffering any misfortune. Oh no! Yeah, it is what I think it is, huh? Shunkan, you are no ordinary boy, are you? Huh? Rather than selling flowers in a place like this, I believe you were born with a much greater mission. Born with a great mission? These 8 people, I wonder who I really am. I sense something in that Elysium. Is this the Cosmo that Seiya was muttering about earlier? No, this is even more than that, something far greater. I'm only the heart that can be at peace. I myself. No, it is! The Cosmo of a god! Yep! I have to, dude! He said, I myself, right? Yeah, it says, I myself, only the heart can be at peace. I'm telling you, I got a feeling that Shun is going to be Hades again. I just got this feeling. Because he senses it. Either that, or if he's sensing the other thing is that he's sensing the other thing he could be sensing is Athena. Right, Kitty? That's the other thing. The I myself is what's kind of throwing me off. Is the I myself, like, I'm like, uh-oh, is he talking about himself, or is he talking about Athena? I think part of me is like thinking he's talking about Athena. I think he is. The other part of me is like, oh my god, I really hope he's not talking about himself, because that means, that means Hades. He might be Hades. I still have this feeling that there is that chance where he might be Hades again. God, hope I'm wrong. But I think he senses it based on, like, this panel here. I think he's, the bottom panel, I think he's sensing, Athena. Moonguard Raid, Captain, Last Moon. Yeah! A Moon Guardian, you say? Are you not with the Artemis army? Why did a warrior of Artemis interfere? Hello? Do you not know who Artemis is, you fucking idiot? Do it. No matter how many arrows of those arrows you shoot, it's useless. Do you know who I am? I am Kerr of Hades' army. I don't know. You filthy vermin. I'm a god, you know. This is what happens when you defy a god. I'll shatter your body into pieces. Stop that. You must not, kill people indiscriminately, even if you are a god. What the? No way, she's not like the little girl from before. Is this the goddess? These are the gods of the 12 Olympians. The goddess of the earth. Athena? Yeah, so the next series, an unimaginable turn of events begins for the whole world. As I said, the next series is scheduled to resume serialization in winter. But in terms of this prologue, I would have liked to seen the other Saints, I'm not going to lie. Or at least I would have loved to seen I'm trying to put my Iki bias aside. I would have liked to, at the very least, seen Iki. But, like, that question, but again, like, the stuff about Shun, though, I'm very curious what you guys think about Shun. Like, why Shun, of all people, is able to, like, be in Elysium like that. Like, again, remembering that he was a vessel of Hades. That makes sense. I just have this feeling, especially based on what was said near the end of Next Dimension, I got a feeling it's going to come up. I got a feeling Kerr is going to, I really hope I'm wrong, but I got a feeling it's going to come into play. I really do. Because, yeah, remember, he was a vessel of Hades. They need a Hades. They're going to try and get him. It's kind of like, we kind of have a similar situation in Kenichi with Kurt Misago. I'm spoiling Kenichi, you have to deal with it. Like, because they're kind of like with Hades having a power vacuum going on in the underworld with the death of Hades and shit. You kind of have a power vacuum going on, and you have a major power vacuum going on in Kenichi because of the fall of the Kurt Misago, and the Kurt Misago needs somebody, and the next in line is Miyu. And Miyu is a lot like Shun. She is very she's strong, but she's very kind-hearted. And she's also very she's very naive, like Shun is. That's why I'm like, I got a feeling, especially with Shun not having his memories, I just got this feeling that we're gonna see something. We're gonna see, like, the return of Hades trying to take over Shun again. I just have this feeling. I really do. I know people are gonna be so pissed about it. I know it. I know people are gonna be so mad if this happens. But the other thing too is, if this is the case, I really kind of would like to see some of the other shit come into play. If I'd like to see I'd love to see Saga as Ares. I'd love to see, even though we just had it in Rise of Poseidon, I'd love to see Poseidon. I'd love to see it. Oh, I'd love to see it. But do I think we'll get it is the real question. I would love, oh god, I'd love to see, like, something that we did see in I don't think we'll get it, though. In Percy Jackson, something that we did see that I really, really liked, and I would love to see it, too, is, like, a war between, like, the Greek and the Roman gods, like, kind of, and what happened was, like, the Greek and the Roman gods, like, kind of, like, their personalities were really warped. I kind of would like to see that. That would be really sick. But I don't think we'll get that here. I don't. We're going to see, we have a, I'm very curious what you guys think. In terms of, like, a prologue, in terms of setting shit up, I think this was okay. But, as I said, I wish we would have, like, some of the stuff here, like, in terms of, like, the apocalypse and stuff like that and all that, I think that was good. But, at the same time, the only other thing I really wish we would have gotten here is I really wish that we would have gotten to see where the other saints were, the other Bronze Saints were, and fuck, if we would have gotten that like, even just to be sure, like, that foreshadowing of, like, and I really kind of hope part of me hopes I'm right and part of me hopes I'm wrong, that Shun is the vessel of Hades again, because that just would be very intriguing, and just to get that confirmation, because that would mean, as I said, that means we would have Ares taking over Saga. And then we'd have, like, the Poseidon, it would tie in the shit with Poseidon that we saw in Rise of Poseidon. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see everything tied, you know, the spin-offs and everything. Again, kind of like what we're seeing with Shaman King. The spin-offs for Shaman King tie in with Shaman King the Superstar. Like, see it all, like, come together. I just think that would make it way more interesting. You know what I mean? But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, what do you guys think about this? Like, what do you guys think about this prologue? Do you guys think that, like, the only thing missing from this prologue is, like, it's just, like, showing where the other saints are, and not only that, but, like, maybe even getting, like, the full-on, the full-on confirmation that Shun is a vessel of Hades again. God, I really got this. I just got this. I know people are not going to like it, but I just got this I just got this feeling. I just got this feeling it's going to happen. And I know people aren't going to be happy about it, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Saint Seiya content. A few ways you could do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.